and good evening, YouTubers. Today is September 2nd. It is a Thursday, 2021, and I'm going to do a video this evening for you that I planned to do many, many months ago. And that is a cooking video. I've had requests for it since I often talk about what I'm making for dinner. So tonight is going to be a very simple dinner. Tonight, oops, part of a house sitting still. It's a long story, but one of my best friends, one of my three best friends, has a very ill relative, and so I'm staying here. By the way, and I may be here, which happened to be very good timing, because I really wanted to change, and I guess it's nice. It's nice sometimes, just for a change of scenery. This place is lovely. So meanwhile, before I get to my dinner tonight, I want to talk about these roses. See how lovely they're coming along? I believe they were sent to me 3 or 4 days ago now. 4 days? I think 4 days ago. There were a dozen of them, and they were long stems. I now have 3 glasses like this with these roses in them, and they're all doing phenomenally. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about why. I guess I'm a flower rights activist right now. But I want to share with you, I think I did in one other video as well, but I'll get a little more involved in it now. Flowers are living creatures. They are alive. They do respond to love, like all living things. Most, I guess, living things. I guess there are some people and things that don't, but no, I'm pretty sure everything does. Anywho, when I get flowers, usually from a florist, and I'm very happy to say a lot of them are getting better about it, but still many do it, and it bothers me. But I immediately, the first thing I do when I get flowers is remove them from the vase. That's the first thing I do always, because florists want to make a big show of, not all florists, not all, but many, want to make a big show of the beautiful flowers, and they stuff that vase so they're crowded and overwatered, because most people don't know what I'm about to tell you. At least many people don't know what I'm about to tell you. So I hope that this will help you in future with flowers that you receive as a gift or give as a gift. They should last between 2 and 3 weeks, really. They should. And they should be healthy and hardy that whole time. Often people will get a dozen roses and say the next day or the 2 days later, that wasn't a very good place to get roses from. They're already going. Well, you can stop that. You can help the flowers thrive. And the way I do it is, as soon as I get flowers from any florist, I take them out of the vase they came in. That's number one. Take them out and separate them, because you'll notice that usually it's packed with flowers and fluff and baby's breath and leaves, all kinds of stuff, like these. Okay? So the first thing you do is I take them out of that vase they came in, and then I take scissors. Now a lot of people will say that you should use a knife. Well, I'm sorry. I've been having flowers thrive for weeks, for years now. I just use scissors. So the knife, and I don't know, I guess it's arguable, but scissors work fine for me. I cut about half an inch off the stems immediately when I receive a dozen roses, or any flowers at all. This is what I do. Then I dump the water, and I refill the jar, or the vase, instead of to here, which drowns the flowers. It drowns the roots. How can I compare it to us? Or not the roots, the stems. If you're drinking a glass of water, you're using your mouth. But if you submerge your head in water, you can't drink. You can't, I've never tried it. I think you'll choke. If you were swimming and you went underwater and tried to take a big drink, I guess you could, one. But anyway, you get the point, I hope. So, after I cut the stems, I put the water to about that much instead of that much. So you want it full, about that much. Just enough to cover the bottoms of the stems so that they can drink, enough for a day or 2. And even then, you want to change the water every other day. And as the flowers get older, as the weeks go by, as the days go by day 5, now you want to change it every day. And I cut the stems about every other day at first, and then I start cutting them every day. And if one flower is in peril, you want to remove it from the other flowers. Now I take that a little really far, and I dispose of it outside the view of the other flowers. Okay, I'm way out there, but I really love them a lot. So that's why I do that. But that's not necessary, I don't think. But the point is, if one flower is leaving the earth as it is, you want to take it out of the thing immediately, because the others, they respond to that flower. You want them all to thrive and stay happy. And okay, enough with the flowers, but I guess you get it. And you want to separate them. And oh, one more thing on the flowers, and this is funny, but I have actually observed this. Sometimes flowers don't get along with each other. Okay, yes, they go crazy. I don't really care, but it's true. Okay, I don't know if they're sitting there saying, you're a jerk, you're a bigger jerk. I don't think mean that way, but they don't thrive well together. And if you do what I do and really get to know them and nourish them, and like I said, that dozen flowers that I had all in that one big picture, they are now surrounding the house. I have 3 glasses just like this, and they're all doing, see, this one's starting to get droopy. So we're going to cut its stem. I'm going to cut its stem again tonight before bed, change the water, and if it's not standing straight up tomorrow, I'll put it in its own smaller cup. By the end of the time with the flowers, their stems sometimes are this small for me because I don't have the heart to put them down before their time. So I will have them in a teacup. But the bottom line is they live a very happy and full life and look beautiful in my home for a long time, and you could have the same results. So anyway, back to cooking. All right, last night I made what I call chicken alla Heidi, which is amazingly delicious, and I use ginger dressing, onions, black olives, lemon juice, white wine, some rosemary, that's it, rosemary, and fresh garlic. That's one of my favorite dishes, and whenever I make it, my friends always want some, and that's nice. I love sharing, so I made a whole lot of it. Tonight, not so fancy. Well, by the way, I don't really cook with recipes. Everything I make is always different. It's not, I don't measure and all that, so it's always different. Tonight, I'm having these wild-caught salmons that I get at Aldi, and it's a great deal. I can't remember exactly how much they cost, but I got like a bunch of them. Here, I'll show you. This is it. There are so many in here. I don't remember what it cost again, but when I saw the price, I was like, wow, really? And I bought it, and it's delicious. So there's that. And, okay, so what I'm doing is this. I always use olive oil. I don't cook with butter. I just don't. Probably should have turned around for that. I'll save that for the Patreonians. Okay. So that's all I need, not a lot, just a little olive oil, and I use very good extra virgin olive oil. Oh, and then I add these salmons, and I turn the flame on. I never cook on high. I used to. Now sometimes I like things to get a little burnt. I actually prefer it that way. When that yummy stuff gets stuck to the bottom of the pan with the oil and that's so good. When I want that, I cook it on high at the end of its cooking. But while things are cooking, oh, by the way, chicken alla Heidi, I cook for 6 hours. 6 hours on number 4. Oh, it was so good. All right, and I cover the pan. So now I have the fish in there, and we have it on medium. I'm going to turn it down a little because fish cooks very quickly. This is some white wine I had left over last night in a glass. I poured a glass of wine and decided I didn't want it, so I threw it in here for future cooking. I'm just going to use a little of it there. And now I have this, this is just French vinaigrette, it's called. I'm not too picky about my salad dressings as long as they're light. I don't go for heavy salad dressings, unless I'm getting the wedge. You know, the wedge with the middle of the iceberg lettuce with the bacon and the blue cheese. Then I go for the heavy dressing. I pour a little of this in there, not too much, just a little. And now, lemon juice. And I'm staying here at my friend's, as you know, as I just said it. But I don't have a sharp knife here, so I use this little knife. I just picked up 4 of them at Publix. And not the greatest for cutting things, but they work. Okay. Darn, maybe they don't work. Okay. So, now, ooh, wow, this one has a bunch of seeds. So when that happens, I take a paper bowl and I do the juice in the bowl, squeeze the juice in the bowl. Okay. I'm a lemon nut. I love nut. Yeah, I said that. I love lemon juice. In almost everything I cook, I use it, unless it's something with a, spaghetti sauce. But mostly, I almost always do put lemon in everything I make. So you see, they got all the seeds there, so I'll take a spoon now and get them out. And then I will pour them into the fish. And now, what do I do next? I take a lid. Well, you know what? I don't think I have a lid for this. So I'm going to use tin foil to use as a lid. Ah, perfect. Cover it up and forget it. That's how I cook fish. I'll forget it. And a few minutes from now, I will, when it's ready, then I'll come in. I'll show you that in a little bit. Now I fill the pot for my rice. And tonight, I'm having something else I got at Aldi, and that is rice pilaf by Earthly Grains. Looks pretty good. I had it last night too with my chicken al-Hanadi. It was delicious. So I never put the rice in until the water's boiling. That is a big rice secret. Don't put the rice in until the water's boiling. Another little secret to rice is add a tiny, tiny drop of oil. Just a little, that's it. So that it doesn't stick to the pot. Now, some people don't know how to make rice. I find that interesting. It's very, very simple. The biggest trick to cooking rice, other than what I just showed you, is that once you put that rice in, when that water is boiling and you put that rice in, put a lid on it and forget it for 20 minutes. Don't check it, don't fluff it, don't anything. Just put it in there and walk away. That is the rice secret. My rice is always fluffy, delicious. I can make sticky rice. That's a whole nother story. I can make sticky rice. I do make it sometimes. I like it, but not tonight. Tonight I'm having rice pilaf, and hello there. How are you today? I'm doing very well. My name is Heidi, and I want to tell you about something new and exciting. Javon Desired Radiance, a most incredible moisturizing cream that I use every day on my beautiful skin and nothing else. Nothing else goes on my skin. No makeup, no balms, nothing. Nothing except this is now for men. There is now a Javon Desired Radiance for men. Gentlemen, let me tell you, you can put this on your skin anywhere for silky, smooth, and radiant results. That's right. This is made just for men, and this is made with special goat's milk from a very special herd of goats known as the Blue Herd. And if you go to the website, javon.com, that's JAAVON.com, you can learn a great deal more about this fantastic moisturizing cream. And we are also giving away free samples right now. So, there you go, gentlemen. I'm hoping you'll give it a try because, or buy some for the lady in your life, or any lady in your life. There is a Javon Desired Radiance for women, and there's a Javon Desired Radiance for men. See you soon. All right, YouTubers. I'm not quite sure exactly how much time just went by. I think it was probably close to 20 minutes, which is the usual rice time, to cook rice. So one thing I always do before I serve a meal, and usually if I'm making something with lots of ingredients that takes and it makes a bit of a mess, I clean up after each step. I do not allow a mess to happen when I'm cooking. I don't. Because, okay, maybe this is what they call OCD, but I really can't enjoy the meal if I know I have a huge mess to clean up after the meal. Now, it's different at holidays when family or friends or both are with me. Then cleaning up after it is a pleasure because that mess represents a beautiful time. But when I'm just cooking for me, or even a couple people, I don't want a mess later. I really don't. So, as you see, there really is no mess. This was a pretty simple dinner, but like the chicken a la Heidi last night, before I serve dinner, my surrounding area is perfect. By the way, I had a huge list of special hellos for tonight. I mean, I think there were 13 special, very, very special people on the list. I'm so sorry. It's out in the car, and it's been raining out there all day. I don't want to run out now in these hills. Woo! So, and then I took a shower. I had these videos to get done. I'm going to break the list up into 2 parts for the next 2 videos because I don't like to shout out too many special hellos because they are all of you are so special to me. So like I said, I think I have 13 or 14 names on it that are all really deserving of a special hello, including one person whose birthday was the 29th of August. Sweetheart, I can't recall your name at the moment, but I remember you and your sweetest post. So you're getting a half a shout out now. Happy belated birthday, darling. I know you know who you are. I'll make sure to say your name in the next video, which I am planning for Sunday. So, oh wait, this looks like it's ready and delicious. Look at that. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Alright, and then, woohoo! Another one looks delicious. That's that. So I'm going to put it on a plate. And I don't have a spatula here, which is kind of strange, but let's see how I do with this. Alright, let's see. Oh, hey, that worked. Oh, this is a weird stove, too. Even after you turn it off, it stays hot, like for longer than a regular stove. Ooh, the rice is perfect. It's so perfect, I don't even have to strain it or drain it, which is how rice should be. If you know how to make rice, and for the first 10 years, I used to measure it, I did, but now I know it's 1 part rice and 3 parts, I can't even say that. I'm not that good at math. I don't really ever understood that 1 part, 3 part, 2 part, whatever. Bottom line is you want to put 3 times as much water in as you do rice, so approximately a cup of rice gets 3 cups of water. Yeah, so there's my dinner, and I will be eating it this evening with a glass of this. I opened this about an hour and a half ago because, I used to hate red wine. I hated it. I hated red wine. Excuse me, on the glass. What the heck? Let me toast you. Let me toast my dear friends. Alright. wine because it had this strange, tingy taste to it always. Well, I found out that it had that taste because for some reason that smelled like the Mug and David they used to serve us in synagogue on Friday night. Let me just taste it. That is not bad. You know something? So I learned a secret. You have to open it, I think at least an hour, they say, before drinking it. Usually when I'm at my house now, I'll take a decanter and pour it back and forth because that lets the wine breathe. And yeah, there's something to do with the breathing, and then this stuff, you just swish it and smell the bouquet. So yeah. Anyhow, I know it's not supposed to drink red wine with fish, but I don't care. You can have it, just a little bit of wine then. Probably going to let it air the rest of, maybe until I'm finished eating and then just put the lid on it for another day. But that's dinner, and here was your cooking video that I planned to do so long ago, I think almost a year ago. Alright, I'm going to go eat my dinner. I love you so much, YouTubers. I really, really do. I'm so grateful you're here, and I'll see you soon. Bye.